Now, I should be live now. And I should have audio. There we go. Okay. Can you hear me?
I should be live.
All right, there we go. Now, we have liftoff. So can you all see me? Yes, you can, because I can see me. Here, let me do this. Okay, so hello, Auntie Elizabeth Martinez. Excuse me. How are you tonight? How is everyone else? I can't tell how many people's in here or anything. So, yep. That's where we're at. Let's see. Hello, 5 years. Yes, Lisa Chocolate. It's been 5 years. Look at these. Look at right here. I'm moving my mouse over for you. This is my first video. So I got my channel up here. I figured we would reminisce a little bit. Yes, Heather, you can hear me now. That is good. I forgot to configure my microphone. My little snowball here. So hopefully audio will come through good. 27 so far. Yeah, it'll grow here in a little bit. Hey, Jeff Kincannon, Jenny W., Julie. You guys have made it possible. You guys with the green that's been here for a long time have made it possible for this channel to still be in existence. I'm just going to give you credit. The members. You can tell right here, that's the one that kind of set everything off. But yeah, it has been 5 years. It actually has been a little longer than that. August the 29th was technically 5 years. However, there was a little hitch in to get along when the channel got hijacked. So I wasn't able to do, I was going to do a video. And with all that going on, I didn't have access to all the videos and I had to re-upload stuff. It just become muddy. And so yeah, that's where we're at. But 5 years is a long time and it's exciting. So I thought it would be fun. Let me look here. Looks like notifications did not go out too well. Yeah, thank you, Auntie Elizabeth. Thank you, everyone, for the well wishes. Rhonda Lee, welcome to the members. I don't know what you guys can see. I took the little chat off. I haven't used this software in a while. So I took the little chat off. So that way you can... It was showing two chats on the screen at the same time, so I decided the one that the software showed did not need, it wasn't necessary to have that there. There, I can see everything much better like this. Oh, see, there we go. We got a little notification. I didn't see it pop up, but I heard it on my end. There it is, little zombie running. When you become a member, that's cool. See, that's some cool stuff right there. All right. So let's go back in time here. Let's go to the first video I ever uploaded, and I'm going to talk about this as we watch it. And guys, let me know if the audio's weird. If I need to turn the audio off on my computer, or if that's the only way you're going to hear it, because I think the only audio source is this microphone. So, let me know how this sounds. Oh, we got to get those ads playing. I know there's a lag, so if it's got a weird audio thing, we'll fix it.
Inside of this old...
Let me go back to the beginning here. So this video, I went...
The roof is gone.
Down.
And it is like a jungle
and
inside of this old house.
this was back in 2016, obviously, and I decided I was going to go and check out this abandoned house I saw on Google Earth. So I went to it, and I was going to take a few pictures and send to Heather. I'd been a couch potato for a long time, and I just really wanted to
nature's taking back over.
Start having some more adventures and stuff. So I went to this place, and I pulled my phone out, and my exact thought was, I'm going to be like Adam DeWoo and film this abandoned place.
Wow.
Not to put it on YouTube. I had no intentions of it. I just wanted to film it so I thought it'd be easier to show Heather how cool this was. And as a young age, I used to love to explore abandoned things. But this is gone now. I went by this a little while back.
Okay.
And it's all gone.
Looks like we're in the middle of the woods.
So is the audio good, guys?
Let's see, here's a collapsed house.
Melissa Woodby, welcome to the members. Level 3, wow.
Big old farmhouse.
Thank you. You'll get your zombie shortly. I remember this house. I mean, it was already falling down back then.
Not too close. I'm by myself, so I don't want to get injured and not have a way of contacting anybody.
I might need to turn the volume up then if that's all you're hearing there.
Cellar or something down here. I have no idea what it is. Don't want to find out either.
Cool. Can you hear the video?
Okay. You can see the ceiling is falling through.
The audio's not very good on the video anyways.
The house this was.
But
it is pretty cool looking inside.
JP's video did really good. Wow.
Just hanging over my head, so I'm not going to stick around here too long. I'll stick around through here and see if we can see the front of the house.
Yeah, this brings back some memories, man.
Let's see, watch out for old ceiling.
And it's funny.
Well, I want to do
Let's see. Hey, John Heather, I love your videos. Love what you do right here in East Tennessee. Well, thank you, Melissa. I really appreciate that comment. And thanks for coming to member. Let's see. Metal Fender Guy, Brad Walker said, "What's up, John? Home. You're doing good. Been watching the channel for a few years and surprised you never came to one of my old stores, Luigi's or Giovanni's." Well, I'm going to have to change that.
Trouble for being here, but I'm not going to hurt anything. Just looking.
I'm lagging, but it might be you. Well, let me know other people, like if I'm starting to lag or anything. Cool, you can hear both. Good.
Actual upstairs is falling down.
Look at that. Look at that fireplace. That couch, though. I love the couch. You imagine the memories there, man. That's somebody's home. I was not. I was pushing. I guess I weighed close to 500 pounds then. I was not going to walk inside that house. Woo! That sun. And this is filmed on a Samsung Galaxy S5. And if I'd had a gimbal or something, this wouldn't be a bad looking video. I'm just holding it with my phone, like that. Or holding it with my phone. Holding the phone with my hand. Oh, there I am. About fell.
Over here this side.
How much more is there? Well, we're almost done with this one. I think I look in the crawl space here after I get wrapped up in thorns.
Everybody back in the day had one. Nothing really to see over here but trees.
Yeah, this is gone now. They're building apartments or something, I think. I don't know. They're building something there.
The old crawl space. Plenty of those in my time.
Luigi's. Is it somewhere I can actually investigate? All right, here we go. That's it. That's all that video. And we'll give this one here a click.
Experian boosted my score by 13
Ooh, getting those ads.
I was able to refinance my car, and I have a lower monthly payment.
Came across something pretty interesting.
So something funny I used to do.
With these abandoned silos
when I first,
here.
So I released that.
Well, used to be a lot of farm.
So I released that first video, and Heather actually. So the finish, what I was talking about earlier, I kind of diverted there a little bit. So I come home and I'm showing Heather this, and she's like, "You should put that on YouTube." And I'm like, "No, nobody will want to watch this. It's garbage." And she goes, "No, seriously, put it on there. You'll be surprised." So I posted it, and I got a few comments. The first comment I got was Miss Sue Gerling. I know she's probably not on here because she lives in England, but she'll see this later. She was the first person to ever comment on my channel, and she still follows me today. She's a member. She's just always been so sweet. She was the first person to ever comment on my channel. And so what I did, I got a few comments, and the bug hit me. I'm like, oh, I like this. I want to do this more. So I was working at ADT, the security company at the time. And so I would be out working somewhere, installing someone's alarm or whatever. And I'd be done for the day. So I would research, I'd get on Google and look up something nearby that was abandoned. And I knew some of the places I knew of, like this, I knew these were here. And I always wanted to go explore them. So I decided, you know what, I parked my van, I go walking. And at this point, I decided I wasn't going to put my face on camera, nothing like that. And, you'll see in a couple videos when I finally put my face on camera, it's hilarious. But Tales of the Techno Hillbilly. What is up, Scott? Now, guys, I don't like to shout out people, but I'm going to shout out Scott. And, anyone else that has a channel, don't be offended. But Scott makes me laugh so much. Me and Heather said the other night, and of course I mentioned him in a video the other day when he showed us around the Berea, Kentucky one tank. He showed us all around. I love his channel. It's so funny and just it's good. You all should go watch that and subscribe if you like it. It's definitely not paranormal, but it is good. Yes, I admit to knowing you, Scott. You're good people. But we'll continue with this video.
Farmland before they installed this lake.
Yeah, this was a lake.
I'd say there's probably several dozen.
Listen to that wind. Golly.
Today I'm going to check out this one, look inside of it, see what we got going on.
You can see how high the water gets up on it.
These things are good.
The TVA lakes, they release the water out of them during the winter.
Somewhere between 30 and 40 foot.
And then to make up for power consumption, they bring the water, let it flood back up in
covered
spring.
up by water for 6-8 months out of the year for the last 70 years.
Well, it's definitely not normal, but that's what makes it good, man.
Bridge from the road that used to be here.
I was really just trying to figure out how in the world I wanted to make these videos. I didn't know what I was doing.
Muddy.
Still don't, but
I think I didn't wear flip-flops today.
Of course I didn't wear flip-flops. I'm working. There's somebody's anchor. They lost their rope anchor there. I didn't even notice that. That's a homemade anchor. And there's not much to this. It's just a silo. It's literally just a silo. And I'm making all kinds of racket.
Half of water in here. Kind of creepy when you get to looking at it.
You don't know the half of it yet, John. I thought that was creepy. Big Joe Malia World, what's up?
Or should I not?
Yeah, I really thought about climbing up that ladder.
I don't think I'm going to chance it.
I'd probably be dead now if I'd have tried.
Not much to it.
Okay, that's it. Cool. There's nothing else special here. So that's video number 2. Now, video number 3 is when you see evidence of I'm just stopping by places when I get off work, because I try to blur out like my work van and stuff.
It's still here from when.
Let's go back to the beginning here. For some reason I wanted to show this private property sign before I
it
trespass.
Doesn't say anything about walking around.
But
I'm in Pigeon.
I didn't break in anything.
Tennessee.
See, there's my work van.
We're at a place. It's kind of been forgotten.
I didn't know how to edit. I just knew how to put clips together. That's literally all I knew how to do.
It was formerly Boyd's Bear Country, and most recently it was Dick Clark's American Bandstand Theater. and museum.
Hey, see,
I'm gonna walk through here,
I got lucky and
see
got a
what's
good
going
shot
on up
back
here,
then.
see what awaits us on the other side. I'm actually excited to see if the stands and the staging is still here from when it was Dick Clark's bandstand. We'll see what's
Skip
left.
ahead a little bit here.
And here we are.
Backwoods Beast Adventures with John gives a
Grass is
super
still
chat and
in
says,
though,
"Congrats on 5 years." Thank you so much.
Still being managed
Backwoods.
to a point.
I appreciate that.
I believe the building's been up for lease for about 7 or 8 years.
So this
like
this
a little-
video was filmed right before. I mean, this was early September. I might have filmed this. Okay, September 7th is when I released it. And back then, when I first started, if I filmed it that day, if it wasn't released that day, it was released the next day. I didn't have any schedule. I just released as much as I could. And this was in September, and I think it was October when the fires went through Gatlinburg. This was right before that. And then after this, they used the building to shelter people that lost their homes and water and food. We were going to bring some supplies, and they put out an announcement right before we went and got it. You know, hey, we were actually overrun with supplies, so, you know, stop bringing them. So we wound up not, but yeah, it's a cool building, and I
overgrowth going on.
got
there,
to see 2 really awesome concerts
really a whole
here
lot
when
of
it was
decay
the
on building.
bandstand.
Looks like it's still in pretty good shape.
Yeah, here we go. We're getting around the side. Let me
Someone's
skip
forced their
ahead.
way in. I'm not going to attempt seats for
Now this area here,
Obviously, they're
where I'm
not
moving
here
my
anymore.
mouse, that was the stage. And then
disappointing.
they had seats all out in this field, and then they
So
had
here
like
to
a
this
stadium,
field,
like
big
bleachers, where I'm standing at,
Doobie
essentially.
Brothers and
It
Weird
didn't
Al,
house a lot of
country
people for a
stars are here.
concert, but it was
Good
still pretty
country
cool.
acts and different things going on.
I got to see the Doobie Brothers there. One of the cool moments
Go over
was
here and take a peek through the
my
window,
buddy
see if
had a
there's anything
friend
left inside.
that worked there, and we went, and they let us stand underneath this covering and watch the Doobie Brothers do sound check, which was really awesome. JJ's Adventure says, John, I remember asking you in the video of the Advent Cabin how to get to it. You were so kind and gave me email address and converse, and that's... Oh, yeah, I remember that. You wanted to go check out the Advent Cabin, so I let you know where it was at. Heather's one. When you and John stayed in the hotel. Oh, I love that video when we did the Gatlinburg Inn. That was so fun. But anyways, so that was cool. And I took my dad to go see the Doobie Brothers, and then Heather for my
Upstairs, they
birthday.
had a lot of
It was like my 22nd
rock
birthday,
and
I
roll
think.
and country memorabilia.
Got me tickets to see Weird Al
pretty neat
Yankovic.
to see
And he had
when it
just
was
released the Straight Outta Linwood album that had White and Nerdy and our favorite
Yeah, someone
song,
definitely
the
maintained
Drive-Through
this
song,
property.
which if you haven't heard, you should listen to it. It's so relatable.
Just a little.
It is extremely relatable.
This is pretty
I
cool
love.
here.
Oh, look at that.
This giant
Man.
mural of Dick Clark on the side of the building.
New subscriber,
here.
welcome. I got a glance at it.
Starting to fall apart over there on that side. As you can see. It's pretty neat that it's still here though. Dick Clark.
Man, that's crazy. That's gone
As we
now.
all know, passed
They put
away
something
some
else
time
up here
ago.
now. It's some kind of Big Joe Malia
Anyone
probably
in my area
knows.
pretty much knew who he was. And
It's going to be the new Margaritaville
remember
campground.
him
That's
on the
right.
New Year's Eve.
I knew it's
America's
something
America's
campground or
oldest
camp
teenager, really.
RV, something like that. But yeah, that finally weathered
cool.
that big banner
Big tall
and shredded
silo
apart.
here.
I was real sad when it did that
parking
too. I was
lot.
like, man, that was so cool to see that up there on the hill.
Used to be a lot of people.
But
come
before
here
that,
when
it was Boyd's Bear
Country.
Country,
Get the bears made.
and me and Heather went
It was a
once.
pretty cool place.
Lisa Sanders, good afternoon, John. How are you today?
Side on the
Congratulations.
front,
Well,
still
thank
here.
you. I'm good.
Just up and left.
We love the drive-through song. I think it's my.
There's a lot of people.
I don't know. I love White
Residential
Nerdy. I
people
love
live in this
Amish Paradise. I love a lot of Weird Al songs, but the drive-through one I probably listen to more than any of
and
them.
the country music being played. So kind of unfortunate. They closed the place
Let's
down.
see. I take a peek inside the window here. And you can see they still have the banners up and
Just
everything.
empty.
I think that's. Wow. That's.
Old
I remember me and
escalator
Heather
going
went
over
to
there.
see Weird Al, and then the other time I
Overall, still in
went,
good shape.
there was a lot of really cool rock and roll and music memorabilia in the building. I imagine they got that stuff out. There was signed guitars, pictures. There's all kinds of cool stuff in there. There's a little bandstand book.
Collectible book.
That's pretty much the end of that one. So then, this video. Let's check this out. Teleco Roundhouse.
Tap your inspiration with Movavi Video Suite. Share your feelings with the world.
Yeah, I think it was too difficult of a location for Boyd's.
Hey guys,
This
it's John.
video here.
We're in Tellico Plains, Tennessee.
Teleco Roundhouse.
And we're at a pretty interesting little place here.
That's a good
known
one,
as the
Joe.
Tellico Roundhouse.
This is the video
part of the
that
Southern
I
Slate
discovered
Company
that Jacob,
in
the
the late
carpetbagger.
1800s, and
No, that's when
That was
I
a part
found
of the company
him.
where they stored a lot of materials and
I didn't
roofing
realize
things
it
and
at the
stuff like
time.
that for the
but
mining industry. They built this
I was
silo.
in this area and I was looking. I was in Teleco and I was like, "All right, this is like." You see, this is September 8th. This is the next day after the. So the next day I was in Teleco and not Pigeon Forge. So I'm like, all right, on my phone looking for somewhere to go film. And I found a video from this guy doing, at the Roundhouse, and it happened to be Jacob. He had a very small channel at the time. And of course mine was way smaller than that, but I saw he did a lot of abandoned stuff, and then that's when I got in contact with him and we become friends. But you'll see the stairs on this thing. Y'all should go watch his Teleco Roundhouse video if you haven't. He has no vision of danger. Turn my volume down a little bit. All right. There we go. We'll see how that is. But yeah, let's watch it.
And we're going to pan around here and take a look at this. This is pretty neat.
The audio's not too
We're gonna
important
take a
on
look
these,
around.
honestly. I may just turn that down completely.
Like I said, it was built for storage.
And turn it
in the
up if
late
there's something
1800s.
needed.
And as the mine closed down, this property around in the 40s was purchased by Dr. William Alfred Rogers. He was a successful doctor here in this area.
I looked up all the information. I remember I
And he
sat
had
in
a
my van
vision
and I wrote all the
turn
information
this
down on
into
this
a
and I
hotel.
memorized it.
And
for this
he
video.
developed it, and
I know I still forgot some of it.
And by 1957,
It
when
was
he
cool
set
though.
to
His
open,
doctor turned
the
this
fire
silo
marshal came
into
in
a
and
bunch
said
of
this
apartments.
was not a safe place for a hotel. So
and
they
he
declined.
was going to rent them
allow
out.
him
It's
to
like a
open.
hotel or something, but the fire marshal
So
shut him
being
down and wouldn't let him
disappointed,
do
he,
it.
Actually,
When
moved
he
into
died,
with
it all
his
just
wife
kinda
in
went abandoned.
1957, and they lived here until they died.
This is the first video you watched of mine, Joe?
So, we're going to take a peek inside here.
Did you watch it back when it first
place
came out in
was,
2016?
Heavily damaged.
Because you've been
by
watching
fire
for a while.
some years ago, and it's not very safe inside. But we're going to take a peek here and be really careful.
There's not a whole lot there. Oh yeah, see now look at these stairs. They go way up there, and Jacob went all the way
really
to the
cool to
top
be
of
able to
that.
get in
Can you
and go
believe that?
up
There's
to
no
the
way
top
my
of it
fat
and
rear
around.
end was going
Before fire destroyed it.
was going to. See, look, I didn't even blur my van out there.
Time to walk a little farther back in.
No, I choked
so we can
myself.
take a look up.
But I don't work there anymore, so I don't care.
A lot to see up there.
Yeah, somebody had set it on fire, and that was kind of sad. Yeah, I don't work there, nor do I plan on working there, so I think we're
Look and
good.
see what we got over here. Some sort of house. Imagine when this was a mine, it was probably used for storage and maybe some of the management and stuff to stay in. We're definitely not walking around
Joe,
in here.
that's cool, man. Let's see, is there anything else interesting here? Oh yeah, you see there's no floor in here.
At the bottom.
And I want to say
Like a
Jacob
stove.
walked in over here and walked around. I'm not sure about
People
that,
pretty
but I
much
think he
demolished
did.
this and took a lot
Like
of
he went
copper and
around the big hole in the floor.
whatever they could out of it.
And that's deep. No. I'm telling you guys, I fell through the floor once. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. All right, I think we'll check out these last two here. the abandoned Whirlwind Mansion and the return to the Whirlwind Mansion. And this one is the one where I finally show my face on camera, and it is hilarious. I got to turn the volume up for this. Let me click on it here.
Hey.
Okay, I'm just going to turn the volume up, and I'm going to laugh at myself here because I can't talk worth it. I was so nervous. I went into this like, okay, all right, you know what? If I decided at this point, it's like, I think I'm going to do this. And I remember Heather like, don't expect, to blow up or be big. And I didn't expect it. But I'm just, this is the video that took off that got me a larger following. A lot of people come to my channel from this video. I got a lot of subscribers from it. Funny story, I released this video. I released a few more, but this video hadn't really took off yet. And we went on a cruise. We went on a vacation. Oh, Haunted Expeditions. Welcome to the members. Thank you. So we went on vacation, and of course didn't have cell signal for the whole week. And when we got back in port, I turned my phone on, and I had every notification turned on. Every subscriber, it would notify me. And I had gotten like close to 1,000 subscribers overnight. Like, it was crazy, or not overnight, but during the trip. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, Heather, look at this, I think we exceeded. Oh no, Rhonda, you comment all you want to. I love comments. I love reading them. You're not a bother. You just you vent all you need to. Okay, listen to me on this.
Hey, John here, coming from you from beautiful East Tennessee once again.
Coming from you from. How did I get even cuter now? Oh, Heather, making me blush. All right, let's listen to this train wreck. How about it?
At a place here that's shrouded in fraud and deceit and all kinds of fun stuff like that. I'm at what's known as Whirlwind Mansion.
Well, I had written out all kinds, a whole script, and it all left me. I should have put the piece of paper in front of me, but every bit of it left my mind, and I'm like, and all kinds of fun stuff like that. Hey, Tony. Yeah, I remember you, Tony. What's up? Anyways, let's continue.
It's a 25,000 square foot mansion built in the early 70s by a man named Jake Butcher. This man was
Butcher. Oh, I love this.
Known around here as a wealthy banker, politician, stuff like that.
What am I doing? I think, okay, I got Meniere's disease. And when I have issues, like I have a lot of ear issues, and there for a while I was having it really bad episodes in. So in some of my early videos, you'll see me like do this thing with my jaw, and I'm trying to pop my ears because they get this ringing and like this cloudiness in them, and I can't hear very well. So I don't do it so much anymore because after I lost some of the weight, oh, Sean, thanks for subscribing. It's not as bad anymore as it used to be, but at this point I was having really bad episodes of Meniere's, and that's why I did that. Anyways,
yeah. He built this place, like I said, in the early 70s, built it as a spare no expense mansion, and moved into it, lived in it, had parties, people over all the time. And it was just a huge, wonderful mansion.
My delivery was terrible.
By the mid-'80s, though, they discovered his commitment.
Better than that.
Really had no wealth of his own, anything like that. So he got busted and went to prison. The house was then, went back to the bank and was abandoned. Early 90s, it was
okay, we don't need to hear the whole story. We know the story.
Whatever appliances is left in it. Coming up here on the front of the house.
All right, I want to turn the volume back down so we can talk. John.
Strange noises coming from over there.
I know, and I like watching the old videos. I like doing this, going back. That's why I like doing the director's cut so much.
You can see
just so many people complained about them.
Starting to decay
But
quite a bit.
anyways, what I like is seeing where I started, because I had no idea what to do.
Butcher used to have parties here. All kinds of people.
Now it's like I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable in front of a camera completely at this point.
Inside this house.
But even
those
doing interviews with like the news, like I did one with the local news here recently. I did an interview with them about Brushy Mountain, and I was completely comfortable in the camera. When I do the Travel Channel stuff,
there was
I'm fine with it.
Gold toilet.
But then that was hard. And I will say, I'm laughing at myself and stuff, but I was really proud that I did it and I put it out there, because it was really hard for me to do that. I had a lot of self-conscious issues about it, and that helped me take the next step. Man. And of course, as the video blew up and got a lot of views,
live lavishly on other people's money.
I got a lot of hate, and it took me a while to figure out how to deal with that. And that's something that people who, as they grow on YouTube, they got to deal with, like a lot of garbage, garbage people that just want to make their lives miserable. And you got to learn how to deal with it, and you got to let it slide off your shoulder for sure.
And far
that's easier said than done.
Garages built in with the house. One of the reasons no one ever would purchase the home is because
it did, Joe. It took a lot of getting used to.
They estimated the cost from anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000.
We look into it in a minute.
For utilities.
I remember the first time I ever went there. It was just me and him. That's a lot of money. We didn't go inside. None of the doors was open. We just walked around and took some pictures outside. This was before I started my channel or anything.
Kitchen area over there.
And that pool is pretty much, you can see that one part, and it's just
partying their heads off.
The video volume's down all the way, Heather.
Interesting.
Oh, I love the Tri-Cities, Joe.
We'll check that out shortly.
Are you talking about my microphone volume, Heather? Or are you talking about, or are we just lagging that far behind?
Walk around the pool here, see the cover.
You can see my waddle as I'm walking. I'm walking like side to side because I'm so fat.
It's just a neat little outdoor kitchen area.
Oh, if you can't laugh at yourself.
Peek over here and see what's going on.
Oh yeah, this is cool though. You imagine this back in the day?
This would be where they'd
prepare
cookouts.
The wealthiest of the wealthy. Not that that's good. I'm just saying that being here at a party where the mayor, governors, wealthy business people are just all here partying, getting drunk, eating off the grill. They probably had a hired person working this thing, swimming in the pool. It's crazy.
I know I shouldn't, but I can't help but take a peek inside and see what's going on here.
Here we go, inside the Whirlwind Mansion. Yeah, somebody owns it now. Somebody lives in it now. And yeah, I brought
strong flashlight.
See, I didn't understand the difference of a camera, how a camera sees and how your eyes see. I can actually see very well in the dark.
This must have been where they
and I didn't understand that my phone could not see very well in the dark. So there's a few early videos.
All the flooring's gone in here.
Oh man, this place was cool. But idiots came in and destroyed it.
Yes.
They came in and destroyed this place after this. I was the first person to do a YouTube video here.
Really neat.
I really was. There was a couple videos of someone a real estate agent did a video talking about water damage somewhere in it. But other than that, no one had done a video here.
Obviously,
let's see.
The decor on it's dome probably had marble, something of that nature.
Melissa, that was in Canada. That was in Toronto, Canada, in a place called the Devil's Elbow.
The Grand Staircase.
As weird as that sounds, that's where that was at. It's an abandoned house.
This was some
I
house back
I
in
was
the
staying
day.
up there with Jay and Wesley, which I still like Wesley. But
Just keeps going.
I went and I borrowed Wesley's car and I drove there by myself. They said, it's different in Canada. Like, you don't have as much concern about vagrants and stuff in Canada like you do here in America. It's different. It's just a lot different. And so, you feel a lot safer going into an abandoned place there than you do here in America. So I go and I go in this place and I keep hearing somebody move around. I'm like, is this haunted or am I'm like, it finally get to the point where I'm like, no.
This is really cool here. The big
I hear
bar
someone
area.
in here. And so I start getting really nervous and I don't know, thinking back on it, it could have been like Jay or somebody pulling a prank on me, but somebody started screaming upstairs towards the end of that. And people thought it was me yelling. I didn't say a word. All the screaming was someone else started screaming at me. And I just took off. I'm like, I'm in a different country. I don't have any means of protection because you're not allowed to have means of protection. Someone's screaming at me in an abandoned house. I'm out of here. Oh, hang on. Let's turn the volume up here. This is when I first coined a certain word. Listen.
The turlet.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that famous word? The turlet. You can't see the turlet, but the turlet's there. I promise. That sparked a comment that I got. That was like, it's still, I think it's still in the video. I mean, there's a lot of comments on this video, but you can go in there and find it.
Just keeps going
And this person ripped me for it. They told me off for saying the word turlet. And I thought it was hilarious. So I just started saying it every time. I'd heard someone say it somewhere, and I thought it was funny.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
So I just repeated it. But that's the first time I said turlet. Let's see, Melissa. Oh, yeah, I already answered that. Yes, it is confusing.
I was afraid to walk in.
Yeah, see, I had a hard time with that too, Tony, for a long time, is learning to look with the camera. That was the moment, Heather. And Heather, she kept preaching it to me. Thank God I got Heather. Heather is like, if I need advice, I go to her.
So many bedrooms.
she knows everything. She's really smart, extremely smart.
A few weeks ago,
So anyways,
I read an article.
she's like, you need to see everything through your camera.
It was a case.
What you're doing is you're looking
wrong
around, and
time,
that's what I
wrong day,
do.
wrong
You see
place.
how I'm holding the camera.
Come in,
I'm
steal
looking
some of
around
these
at everything,
appliances.
but my camera's
And,
looking at the flipping floor.
The local authorities
So,
here use this place as SWAT training. So,
it took a long
happened
time
to
to
be the
learn
day
this,
they were
but
using it.
now I try to see,
come
like
in
when I
on
walk
kind
into a
of
room for the first time, I'm
take off
looking in the
furniture
camera
and,
lens
did not work out too well for
and
me.
watching it.
Let's
Because I
hope,
want that shot to be
Let me
epic when I
find
go into it.
these
Like
walk
here, I
around
go
here.
in, you don't even see a third of the room.
Take a walk up this staircase.
I'm looking
and
down
see
with the camera too much, which I didn't know what the heck I was
here.
doing, man. But I'm going upstairs in the Whirlwind Mansion.
Sturdy.
And the ADT van was parked outside. I was sitting in it in the beginning. I was sitting inside the van doing the intro. Oh, God. I wonder why I got fired. It wasn't for that, though. They actually didn't care. Long as I wasn't doing it on the job, like they're like, as long as you're not doing anything illegal, which, I mean, I wasn't going anywhere that had a no trespassing. I didn't do that. I just went places that already had a door open. But no one questioned me in that van. No one ever did. No one ever questioned why I was anywhere. I'd go somewhere and, like, everyone else that came here had trouble. Like, people would run them off. The cops would get called. And people argue with me on this video, but I know for a fact that what I seen in this video is blood.
I don't really know what it was before.
I think someone stuck a needle in their arm or something, because they did find some people hopped up on some heroin in here. and I think they hit a vein and it started squirting everywhere. And you'll see it here. That's when I got nervous and I thought, you see that paw in the floor? That's dried blood. It's brown and everything, like dried blood looks. You can't tell a lot in this video, but all that's blood, and you got all these tissues in there that's bloody. And I heard something move, and next thing you know, I'm outside.
Okay, sorry about that. I came back outside. I heard some movement around upstairs.
I never saw anybody else, but then we went back.
There was blood in
Heather,
the floor, and I didn't
myself, Ethan, and Ashley, her cousin, we all went back.
So I came on back down.
And
I'm going to look a little bit more around the outside of the
we
property.
were in the house, and a vehicle left the house. It left from the garages and went out.
Coming up on an interesting looking part here.
That's about all of this. When I go and look at the tunnel that goes in from above. Yeah, that was a secret tunnel that led to the house.
Be some sort of entrance maybe to the basement.
And trust me, a lot of people got mad at me because it wasn't a rounded tunnel.
Doesn't look like somewhere I want to.
It wasn't a hole. It was a square tunnel.
Anyways,
but that's a tunnel.
Someone talked into coming.
I don't know what else you call it. It's a freaking tunnel. People said that's not a tunnel.
A little more into it.
That's a tunnel. I don't know how else you would describe a tunnel, but whatever.
Here we have the tennis court. As you can see, it's over.
It was a good cover. It really was.
Old basketball.
All right, let's go to part 2 of this, and then we'll wrap up. This has been a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for reliving these memories with me.
Turn your side hustle.
Yes, I am back.
Here I am. I'm back, and this is the next day.
I'm here to redeem myself.
But I brought back
up. I'm chicken out this time. We're going to go upstairs. We're going to look at everything.
And there I am doing that.
Hopefully nobody's here. If they are, hopefully they're peaceful and understand what we're doing. I am also here.
And I brought Ethan with me.
He's my
bodyguard. He brought in a drill bit for protection.
So we're going to take a walk upstairs and take a look around again and see what's going on.
He was not working there then. He just happened to be in the area here. And I made him stop by so we could go.
See what we have in this section of the house.
Let's see. I go back to... There's a lot of stuff. It's just apartment stuff. I brought a bigger flashlight.
More undeveloped sections of the house.
I'm trying to find where I go up to the 3rd floor. What we got here?
Originally the master suite
That's another one
of the house.
I'm not even looking up.
And it has been converted into one of the apartments.
Oh yeah, we're making this is right up to the top of it. Get out here, Ad. I appreciate it, but not now. So this is the 3rd floor of the Whirlwind Mansion. It's the only time I ever went up there. And there's one thing.
He lives in us all. There's a couple bathrooms back there. Take a look over here.
Heather, I don't know what you're talking about. The volume's not on.
These are smaller apartments here.
Is it still playing the audio? Because it shouldn't be. Hang on. Yeah, desktop audio. Hang on, let me... Oh, I see. Okay. Now, is that better? It wasn't muted on the editor. Sorry about that, guys. Is that silent now? Is that better? Look at that. Yeah, for real, Joe. Until I found that that demonic thing there. The basement of this place. I don't think I show it very well in this video. Let's see what it looks like. Oh. Dude, that was like the darkest place ever down there. It was so creepy. One of my videos, I'm exploring around down there, and there's a room, and there's a duffel bag in it, and someone commented on that video and said, that there was $66,000 in that bag. They went there and found it. And I didn't believe them, but then I thought about it, and I'm like, what if they were telling the truth? And there really was $66,000 in that bag, and I just walked right around and didn't even look in it. I mean, I'd have turned it in, obviously. I wouldn't have kept it, but see, that's a tunnel. Tell me that's not a tunnel. It's not a long tunnel. I mean, it's what, about 50 to 100 foot? This was the moment I realized that the pool, that's the pool thing. Pipe plumbing for the pool. And if that busted, that all that pool water is going to flood down that tunnel. And this gate's locked and shut. That would have sucked. Oh my God, that would have sucked. And that's it. That's all that video. And that's me. 5 years. 5 years. Hang on. Let me do this. Y'all are going to see this. Now I'm going to click on this. And we're just going to stretch this up. Oh, never mind. There we go. Shouldn't have done that. But anyways, guys, I thank you all for being here. All the new members. Let me make sure I didn't miss any good comments here. It could have been a severed head in that bag, yes. Anyways, guys, I just want to say I probably would have tore that gate down. Oh, God, you imagine that nasty. That water been in that pool since the 90s. It had not been serviced since the 90s. That was 20-something years at that point. That water had been in there. Ugh. No. God knows what remains of crap was there. Ugh. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this live stream. I appreciate y'all being here. I will be doing more of these live streams. And members, I appreciate you guys so much, the ones that's in here and able to chat. Gosh, comment on this video when I'm done and I end this. Go to the comments part. And for all you that's here that's not members, leave me a comment. And members, let me know what was your favorite moment. What's your favorite moment throughout my YouTube career? And just, I want to read what y'all think. Tell me what your favorite moment since you've been subscribed to me is. And I will read those and I will reply to them. I've got lots of cool content coming up for all of you awesome members. That is coming soon. But for now, y'all are awesome.